and welcome to Eclipse Property Management and Real Estate's application process. By now, you've probably already visited our website, but if you haven't, make sure you start there. Remember that we serve several different areas throughout the state of Colorado, so make sure you're looking at the area that you're most interested in. View all of the information about the property on our website, including the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, rent amount, pictures, and sometimes even a video. Always check the availability of the property. If there is an approved applicant on the property already, it will say pending approved applicant. If you will go ahead and apply for a property that's pending an applicant, you do take a risk. Lastly, if you don't see something that will work for you now, go ahead and make sure you sign up for our mailing list at the bottom of the page. There, you'll be updated with something new becomes available. So how does the application process actually work? Well, it's a highly competitive process, so you need to list as much information as possible. Everyone over the age of 18 must apply and pay the application fee, and everyone must be screened for criminal history, credit history, or eviction history. Make sure to upload a copy of your ID and your proof of income to your application. Proof of income can be in the form of check stubs, bank statements, tax documents, or even letters from those who provide income to you. Income can also be verified using the option for PLAD verification that's available in the application. Don't forget to provide your residential history. One of the most common problems we see with applications is that someone doesn't provide enough residential history. We do need at least 3 years information of where you have been living. After you've completed the application, it's important that you fill out a profile through petscreening.com. You can fill out a pet profile, a service or support profile, or a no pet profile. Every applicant must have some form of a profile on record with petscreening.com. It is a required step in the application process, even for someone who has no pets. The first approved applicant will be notified of their approval and sent a lease. They will have 24 hours, excluding weekends and holidays, to sign that lease and pay the security deposit before we move on to the next approved applicant. Remember, the applications are going to stay in our system for 60 days. We'll move them to any available property for you at no charge. All you need to do is let us know and we can move your application to a different property. As you fill out your application, keep these things in mind. It is a highly competitive process. Provide as much information as possible. Everyone over the age of 18 must apply. Provide your identification. Provide your proof of income. Fill out at least 3 years' worth of residential history. Pay the application fee. Click submit, and then do your petscreening.com profile. The following is a list of frequently asked questions we get. First of all, what about pets? Well, the first thing you need to do if you have a pet is check the listing. Ultimately, it's up to the property owner whether or not the unit allows pets. Then, make sure you provide a petscreening.com profile. There are pet inspection fees as well as an increase to the rent for pets. What if you have a service or support animal? Well, great news. There are no fees for service or support animals. We treat them similar to pets, but you need to make sure you provide a petscreening.com profile. The next question we get asked most frequently is, what about a guarantor? Well, good news. There are some circumstances where we do require a guarantor. Guarantors are required for those who are under the age of 21 and a traditional college student. The guarantor must apply, pay the application fee, and be screened so that their information can be grouped with yours. Another question we get is, what about applicants with bad credit or criminal history? Well, good news. When it comes to the application process, we're going to look at all of the information you provided, and we're going to look at the big picture. So make sure you provide as many details as possible in the application. Potentially, applicants with bad credit or criminal history may be required to pay a double security deposit. We also get questions about the resident benefit package. So what is the resident benefit package? That's a group of benefits for our residents that's built into the lease, which includes things like identity theft protection, utility concierge setup, tenant liability insurance, credit reporting, and many more. See our FAQ and watch the video about resident benefit package for more information. If you still have questions for us, make sure you visit our website at www.renteclipse.com. Check out our FAQ or give us a call at 719-581-RENT.